History rarely hinges on a single life, but sometimes it does. It turns on the will of one person, their ambition a force of nature that reshapes the world. In the heart of the 11th century, such a person was born. William, born around 1028 in the town of Falaise, was the illegitimate son of Robert I, Duke of Normandy. His mother, Herleva, was the daughter of a tanner. The nickname followed him everywhere. William the Bastard. His life was a frantic flight from one loyal household to another, a desperate scramble for survival. Assassins lurked in the shadows. His tutor was killed in his own bedchamber. His steward was poisoned. As William entered his teenage years, the boy hiding in the shadows began to transform into a warrior. In 1047, at the Battle of Hastings, William faced his destiny. Riding alongside King Henry I of France, William charged into the fray with the fury of a man who had everything to lose. The rebel army was shattered, and William stood victorious, covered in the dust and blood of his first great triumph. He spent the following years consolidating his power, crushing rebellions, and strategically placing trusted men in authority. Normandy was his birthright, but he would have to conquer it first. Across the narrow channel of water lay a prize of immense value, the Kingdom of England. Its king, Edward the Confessor, was a pious but childless man. Edward's mother, Emma of Normandy, was William's great aunt, a thread of blood that connected the Norman duke to the English throne. According to Norman accounts, King Edward allegedly promised the English crown to William upon his death. This promise became the cornerstone of William's ambition. The Bayeux tapestry depicts it clearly. Harold Godwinson swears a solemn oath to William on sacred relics. When Edward finally died in January 1066, Harold was crowned the very next day. News reached William like a thunderclap. The die was cast. William would claim his prize by force. He launched a masterful propaganda campaign and received papal blessing. All through the summer of 1066, the coast of Normandy buzzed with activity as a massive invasion fleet was built. Harold gathered his army and stationed them along the southern coast, but was forced to disband when supplies dwindled. Then disaster struck from the north. Harold achieved a stunning victory at Stamford Bridge, but just 3 days later, William's invasion fleet landed unopposed at Pevensey. On the morning of October 14, 1066, the two armies faced each other on a ridge near Hastings. For hours, the battle raged. William's knights employed cunning tactics, feigned retreats that lured the English from their strong position. Then, late in the afternoon, King Harold was struck down, an arrow to the eye according to legend, and the English resistance finally collapsed. On Christmas Day, 1066, William was crowned King of England. The ceremony itself was a sign of the violent transition to come. Norman guards mistook shouts of acclamation for a riot and began setting fire to nearby houses. His response to rebellions was savage. The harrying of the north created a man-made famine that killed tens of thousands and left the region devastated for a generation. William initiated a colossal castle-building program. Stone keeps began to dominate the English landscape, symbols of Norman authority. The conquest triggered a complete revolution in English society. The old Anglo-Saxon ruling class was wiped out, replaced by a French-speaking elite under a new system, feudalism. Perhaps William's most enduring achievement was the Domesday Book, a comprehensive survey of his entire kingdom, recording the transfer of England from its old masters to its new ones. William's reign forever altered England's relationship with the continent. Before 1066, England was Scandinavian-oriented. After the conquest, its axis tilted towards France, leading to 400 years of bloody rivalry. The conquest reshaped the English church, bringing Norman reformers who strengthened its structure while ensuring loyalty to the crown first, Pope second. From his conquest emerged a hybrid Anglo-Norman culture that gave rise to the modern English language and laid foundations for the English state. Ultimately, the teenager born in shame in Falaise did more than just win a battle. He redrew the map of Europe and created a new dynasty, aristocracy, and nation. His actions set in motion events leading to Magna Carta Parliament and a global British Empire. The story of William the Conqueror shows how one individual's relentless ambition can divert the river of history. The shadow of the Norman longship still falls across the British Isles, and the consequences of that fateful day at Hastings are woven into the very fabric of the modern world.